Today we review Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. So after seeing the Ninja Turtles movie, I decided that I was going to post a really quick review about the movie. Trying to be spoiler free, not going to tell you anything that would ruin the movie for you. Just gonna tell you how I felt about it, what I thought was good and bad, and any little gripes that I had about the movie. So the movie itself was good. Surprisingly, I went into the movie thinking that Michael Bay was going to take another piece of my childhood and shove it in my face and say, hey, these are alien turtles. If you didn't know, originally the turtles were aliens in the original script that they wrote. Um, it wasn't anywhere near as bad as I thought it was going to be, and it wasn't anywhere near as bad as the last Transformers movie. Granted, the theater was empty. I think in total there were like 60 people there. There were more people for the Battle of the Gods movie that premiered, actually only showed for 3 days, than this movie. That was pretty weird for me. But onto the review of it, or I guess you would say what I think of the movie. The turtles themselves were actually really good. Each turtle was unique. Leo, of course, the leader, and there's actually a scene where they go back and they show kind of them growing up, and they take their roles. You know, Leo's the leader, Raph was the fighter. You see a lot more, not anger, but there's a lot of aggression in how they did his character. Donnie's a smart one. He unfortunately didn't have a lot of screen time, which to me was kind of bad. He actually was a lot of the fights and a lot of the kind of more important scenes. He was really the turtle that they looked at, and they didn't give him a lot of screen time. And then, of course, you got Michelangelo, who was the funniest person in the movie. Anytime he was in a scene, you probably laughed at something that he did. And going off of scenes themselves, there's a lot of action and fighting scenes. Um, Not a lot of them, but there's the ones that are in this movie. They're actually really good. Oh my gosh, my phone's always ringing. Um, there's actually one particular scene where they just kind of like let the turtles go off and do an exhibition, I guess you would call it, where they're like, here's all the skills that we learned, and we're just going to show you everything that we do. And then, of course, they got to fight Shredder somewhere in the movie. That whole scene, I'm not going to say it was the best scene in the movie, but it was up there for me. Especially when you see what, I guess, Shredder has a special ability, and it plays a lot in this movie. The bad, though, to me, and a lot of it is going to be gripes. This is me trying not to spoil anything. That's why I didn't say a lot in the good part. I'm also trying to keep it really short. But the bad, April O'Neil. Now, I know Megan Fox was in Transformers, and the first movie she did okay, I guess you would say. But this whole movie, she sounds so crazy when she talks that you probably believe she's crazy by the end of this movie. And the fact that April as a character did nothing. Actually, no, she does one thing in this movie that I don't even think they should give her credit for, but she did one thing in the movie. They kind of could have got anybody else. Anna Kendrick might have been really good for that. Because this April didn't fight. She just kind of walked around and took pictures with her phone. And that's actually the only kind of bad thing I have to say about the Turtles movie. I do have a couple of gripes, like Shredder. This is just a gripe for me. There's no cape. Every Shredder we've seen has had a cape, a purple cape. Every Shredder we've seen has had the knuckle claws. There's something else there, but it's just like, maybe you saw the trailer. He looks like a transformer. Maybe he shouldn't have had that so early in the movie. Maybe it should have been a progression into that suit. Other than that, I like Shredder. And then my probably biggest gripe is Splinter. Now this is gonna be, I guess, the keeping the original intact. Every iteration of Shredder that we've ever seen, he's been Japanese. He may not have been the tallest of the group, but you know, and I guess in the recent series, like, he's pretty tall. This Shredder is nowhere close to Japanese. Doesn't speak in a Japanese accent. He is 100% American. This is not the Shredder. I mean, not Shredder. Splinter that we are used to. That just bugged me a lot. Especially when he talks and you're like, dude, you are clearly Caucasian. Sorry if I offend anybody by saying that, but clearly he was Caucasian. He wasn't Japanese at all. And that's really all I got to say about the movie. Go see it. Don't trust the written reviews out there. I went into the movie thinking Michael Bay was going to crush my childhood, and I actually left kind of like, you know, hey, maybe we'll get another one, and maybe they'll give me Bebop and Rocksteady, because I haven't seen Bebop and Rocksteady since the cartoon, and I've been wanting to see them again. So if it does well, I'll do another one. Also have a collaboration coming up with Corey B. Chaotic. Look him up. That's probably going to start in the next couple weeks, especially when Destiny comes out, because I'm going to be on that all the time. But until then, this is J Frost. If y'all didn't know, everybody calls me J Frost, so y'all know that now. And I will see y'all after the next movie.
Lost Bravo. Okay, buddy, the fuel pumps are online at Charlie. Red Eye is taking on fuel now. Okay, buddy, the fuel pumps are online at Charlie. Red Eye is taking on fuel now. Be advised, Titan record. Bypass complete. Red Eye is taking on fuel. Keep up the good work. Titan ready in 15 seconds. Alright, we got what we came for. Awesome work, team. Mission accomplished. BGIMC, but the battle's not over. Intercept any stragglers before they get away. Well, the fleet's got enough fuel to get through another month. There's chaos down there, Bish. Our tactics are a mess. Sarah, neither of us has any experience leading a force of this size. Then we're gonna have to work with what we've got.